somebody comes up to me and says, "What are you doing? Explain it to me and I'll be there for you."
You know, as kids, most of us grew up watching cartoons, but not Raquel. Raquel, when she was just 6 years old, would pop in workout videos into her VCR, and that's what she liked. But guess what? 20 years later, she's running Raq That Body, a workout lifestyle. And in the past 4 years, she's taught thousands of classes.
So when I was 5 years old, I was watching my mother do a workout video. It was called Thai Bow, and I was so enamored by the movements and the way that people's bodies were, and I joined in and I was like, "Mom, I want to do the workout." Instead of watching Lion King, I put in the VCR and I would do this Thai Bow exercise video. Loved it. Fast forward, I'm in high school. I asked my mom, "Can I start working out?" She goes, "Go for it, no problem." Some people have a bad relationship with working out because maybe their mom told them, "You have to work out, you have to do this, you have to lose weight."
So she just led by example.
She led by example. She is #1 role model.
After high school, you were single and you...
Yeah, you're like a little insecure, but you...
How did the insecurity play into you
know,
wanting to work out more?
Yeah, it gave me an escape, you know. And then like in all these classes, you're in the mirror and you're in the front row and you're doing everything so perfectly. And I remember always wanting to be the teacher's best friend and saying, you know, was I good today? Like I wanted the compliment. Maybe I wasn't getting it anywhere else, and then I thought they would give it to me. So what happened was somebody in the class one day came up to me and said, "I couldn't see the teacher, and I only could have seen you, and you did every move so perfectly, so I just watched you the whole time, and you were great."
So that's when you knew?
No, yeah. It triggered something in my brain. I was like, yeah, no.
And you're always in the front, you're
yeah,
friends
wherever
with the
I was
teacher.
going, I went 20 minutes early, an hour early, not an hour early, 20 minutes early. Sometimes the teacher would be like, "Honey, the class is in 20 minutes. I'm like, "I want to be the front row, right near you. I want to learn everything. I want to perfect every
Why were you
move."
so motivated?
To be in the front.
Why'd you care so much?
I'm telling you, because I was seeking confidence in myself, and that was the only way. That was my out.
That was your way of getting self-esteem.
Getting self-esteem, being in the front row in front of all these girls that were looking, they were looking at the teacher, but sometimes they would glance over at you and be like, "She's good too. She brings good energy too. She's carrying the class also." So when somebody told me, you know, I was watching you the whole time, I'm like, okay, I really could be a teacher, but I'm not sure. And then I would always like give myself the negative feedback, like, "Nah, it's never gonna happen." And it wasn't until Carol from the center called me and said, "Okay, when could you start teaching dance cardio?" I said, "Give me 4 months, I'm going to study mat Pilates. I need to have something behind me. I'm gonna go study."
So you take this 4-month course and then you start teaching. What was it like the first class that you're teaching?
Oh, the rush of endorphins and nerves, but just so cool. And I was finally the teacher, and they were finally following me, and it was my moves. And my moves were different because I was so graceful in everything I did. I wanted every move to have a purpose and every move to have a meaning. And the feedback I got within the first 6 months was, "You're a little bit, we're confused." And I was like, "What, you mean you don't understand what I'm doing? You don't understand my workout?" They're like, "No, it's time for you to start speaking up." They were like, "Either you start explaining yourself or we're not coming." Literally. They said, "We love seeing your dimples, and even when we're just talking to you, we love seeing them, so why don't you just show them in your class?" And I realized that smiling and being happy and bringing a positive energy and positive vibes, like encouraging words.
How long did it take for you to be able to put your personality into it and really perfect it?
A year and a half.
So a year and a half later, what makes you flip the switch and say, "You know what?"
Somebody comes up to me and says, "What are you doing? Explain it to me and I'll be there for you." Marlene was an exercise teacher for 15 years, loved me and cared about me and wanted me to succeed because she had retired, and now I was gonna have to hear it.
What were those days like when no one was showing up?
It just hurt so bad. Like, it was like, even like, I love the ladder. I love growing up this ladder, you know, you start low, but when you think about it, you never want to go back to those days. But you have to kind of go through them to learn. I built a following because I grew and learned from my mistakes. So I think that was the best thing that ever could have happened to me.
And you're somebody that's good at taking critique.
Yeah, I love it. Just give it to me. Sometimes too much, but I love it. I want to hear it. I would finish class, I would call anybody who I thought like maybe she was new. I said, hi, really, like, I got her number
so
somehow.
You
I'd be like,
call somebody, a new person that comes to the class.
I wanted to talk to you about class today, do you mind? No, not at all, okay. Hi, how was class today? Oh, it was great. I go, no, did you have anything like negative to say? Not negative, did you have any kind of constructive criticism to give me? She said it, I took it. Aside from that, I have Marlene sending me a text message of everything that needed to be corrected in the class.
So what's pushing you at this point?
I needed this.
Why?
Because it gave me a purpose. And I was single. And you can't focus on the nonsense. You can't focus on, when am I getting married? When am I, like, who's my boyfriend? Oh, this gave me purpose. It gave me focus, right? And it gave me just like, I feel like it even made me a different person. Like, I'm not the same person I was. I'm this new person that wants to help people. And
what is it like having a husband in medical school?
It's tough, but I think I was blessed with Raq That Body because you hear other people's stories and they say, oh my gosh, it's the hardest thing in the world. Make sure you love him. And I just feel like I was blessed with Raq That Body. I'm focusing on something that I love, and right. I guess I have the time.
So how did you come up with the name Raq That Body?
We were at a party, and somebody said, rock your body, and then I said, no, Raq That Body.
Why am I coming to you?
So
I walk in, and I'm asking a few people where I should go.
You feel safe in my class.
But you're not, I need you to sell me.
You know you're doing the right moves, and you know you're doing the right thing for your body. And
that's what everyone else said, but why am I coming to your class? Why are you better than everyone else?
I give results.
I come to you right now. I tell you I want to do dance cardio. I'm 18 years old. I'm a girl. Why am I saying I'm going to go to you over someone else? I know you're better because people are saying you're better, but I just don't know why.
Okay, so because from the beginning I decided that Raq That Body was going to be a lifestyle. And you were going to see results afterwards. And it wasn't just going to be that you were working out without a purpose. You were going to work out with a purpose. You were going to have Raq That Body as a lifestyle. You were going to have the toning aspect, the cardio aspect, and all my tips and tricks that I post on Instagram every day. And you were going to get to enjoy all the benefits of working out and being healthy. Which are long, lean arms and legs, and good posture, and great form, and education. And then if you even go to take somebody else's class, you'll always have Raq That Body in your mind. I got 2 messages this week that said, I came in such a bad mood, and I'm walking out so happy, and like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder, and it was just exercise. Nothing changed in their life. It was just the class itself. In the last few months, you made a website. Now do you feel like you have a much bigger reach because This is huge. This is where This kind of took you to the next level. I took that leap of faith. Not everyone was so happy with me and my family, but I'm a businesswoman. This is my business. I saved all this money. I want to invest my money somewhere. I'm investing it in this new way of working out. People are working out online every day now. I've formed into this well-rounded workout where you can do cardio, and you can do toning, and you can do stretch videos, and you can do trampoline. I want you to give one message to your 18-year-old self. Okay. You're gonna push hard. You're not gonna give up. You're gonna put yourself last. You're gonna put everyone first. You're gonna look at the crowd and say, I'm here to please you. And eventually, you're gonna feel all the goodness that you wanted to feel, but first you have to do for others. Like, you have to give so much of yourself to these people. Make them happy, make them smile, make them come out confident. Help people who are struggling in their life, who do have those bad feelings. Work out because you love your body, not because you hate it, you know? Things. And you gotta just keep going.